Friday, or whatever day you might be finding us. My name is Catherine, and welcome to the Pet Healing Show. Today, we are going to actually talk a little bit about the grieving process that you might go through when you say goodbye to a pet. So, I know that many people, especially it seems like right now, this has been really in my field. People are coming to me because they're really having challenges at this time after the physical presence of their beloved pet is no longer with them. So today we're going to focus a little bit more on healing the humans, but we know that when we heal the humans, we also heal the pets. So the trick to this, and it's not even a trick, the secret to this, which I have found through working with many people who have had to say goodbye to their beloved pets, we know how special this connection is. And our beloved animal companions are the presence of unconditional love. They bring this out in us. They show us what that looks like. And it teaches us. And it's always there. It's always there for us until the physical life has ended. And then the physical presence of that may not be there in the same way. And I know that that loss can be felt really deeply. So today I want to talk about how we can connect to our animals' love because it's still there. It didn't go anywhere. The connection is still there. It just doesn't quite look the same in the physical world. So, how can we help our hearts to heal, to release the pain and the grief, and to go through our process so that actually we can connect more deeply to our animals' love? And this is the secret. This is what heals us. We can still receive enjoyment. We can still go deeper in our connection with their pet, even if they're not with us. And some of you might be saying, how in the world do we do this? Well, I'm going to talk about that today. I'm also going to have a special guest who's going to connect with this, with us about this as well, with more insight. I love working with other healers and bringing the forces together. And I think it is a time where we're all coming together and bringing our gifts and what we've been given and what we have to share to really support everybody. And that's what I want to do to you today, for you today. Anyone who has lost a pet, I send you my love. And I invite you to please stay with us in this hour. You can get some tissues, maybe a glass of water if you need to, but join us as we celebrate our beloved pets who have crossed over the Rainbow Bridge. And as we connect more deeply to their love, to actually bring healing and rejuvenation to our heart, to actually transform the messages of grief and sadness into brightness, into courage, into wisdom, into gratitude, and more. So, saying that you're going through grieving does not mean you don't have gratitude and love and everything. It's very understandable. The presence of your animal who loves you unconditionally is no longer physically there. This we understand. And a lot of people have very deep connections to their animal companions, even like soulmate level, right? So today we are going to actually connect to our pets on the level of heart and soul. This is the level that we can't always see, but our animals are really good at showing us that it exists. So we're going to connect on this level, the level of spirit, the level of message and information, because all of the love and all of the experiences and everything you've shared with this beloved soul is still very much alive and very present. So we're going to reconnect to that today and allow that to nourish on the level of heart and soul. And I'm going to do some demos. So I'm going to do some soul communication demos I didn't quite introduce myself the way that I usually do because I jumped right in. But for those of you who are taking time to share this video right now as I talk, I really, really appreciate it. I know this is an important topic, and there's a lot of people hurting, and I would love to help them and deliver their messages. So my name is Catherine. I am a Tao practitioner, Tao healing practitioner, and an animal communication specialist. And this means that I can facilitate positive shifts, change in your vibrational field, and in your life and relationship with your pet and for your pet, for their behavior, their emotional and physical health, your relationship and connection with them, their relationship to the other animals, and much, much more. So I love the Pet Healing Show. It's kind of a new show we started. We're on episode 6. And I love that we're going to really start diving deeper and deeper into some really, really beautiful aspects of pet healing and bringing health and happiness and supporting our beloved animal companions as well as our life and harmony with them. So as we continue to share, please stay tuned, please like, please follow, subscribe, and that way you won't miss out, and share it along with anyone you think could really benefit from this. So I want to say hello and see who's with us today. Let's see. So hello, everybody. Welcome. Hi, Randy Lou. Welcome, Kate. Good day from Australia. Hi, Jonathan. Aloha. And Maggie. Oh, Maggie says, thank you for all your help. So Maggie, if you feel like sharing anything, please feel free to. Maggie is very familiar with this subject, and she holds such a light in her heart for all her beloved animal companions. So Maggie, we send you our love, and we send love to everyone who has said goodbye to an animal companion. So we're going to uplift the vibration a little bit, because sometimes this can feel like a little bit of a heavy subject, but really, really, it can also be a very, very beautiful way to connect to our animals' love. So we're going to take a moment and we're going to honor our pets who've crossed over. We're going to sing a little love, peace, harmony. I love this song. If you haven't played this song for yourself or your animal companions, I highly recommend it. It's a free song for humanity. Actually, there's people all over the world doing amazing things with this song. And what I've noticed through working with the pets is that they respond to it really beautiful. It carries this frequency and vibration of the source love, compassion, light. And we know that animals communicate through frequency and vibration and through their senses. And often they're interchangeable, right? They kind of join together as one. And this is how they will know if you're sad, or if weather is coming, right? Or when you're going to be home. People say, well, they know because it's 5 o'clock. I'm like, well, your dog doesn't know doesn't read the clock. They know the vibration. They can tell what's happening in the day, right? They know when that is. And I honestly think they can actually sense that you're coming. Like, I feel like we're that connected. It's just like, I give this example all the time, but I just think it's such a brilliant example for me. It resonated with me when I received it. It was like, well, have you ever like thought about somebody and really like wondered about them or thought about them and felt that connection to them in your heart, and then they call you or you run into them or you see their mom or, whatever. Well, this is that connection. It is alive and it is quantumly entangled with all of us. And our pets are masters at communicating through the frequency and vibration. So they feel this connection on a level that's really unique. And I love it. So thank you, Paul, for joining. I love the animals. I'm so happy to have you here. I was just reading your comment, but this is Paul Fletcher. He is a beautiful, beautiful master teacher, and he actually runs the Tao Healing Center in Portland. And we have done quite a bit of work together recently on serving the pets and offering them love and blessings and treasures. And I'm just so delighted to have you here today. So welcome.
Thank you. And I just want to make one minor correction. I don't run the center. I'm
Oh,
a
sorry.
co-leader at the center.
Co-leader.
Yeah.
Co-leader and very humble. Yes, co-leader of the center. Um, he does a lot. And they work as a beautiful team. There's a whole team of people connected to the center that keep it running and keep the services and all the love going to everyone who's interested in joining. So I invite all of you to check it out. I have taken advantage of a lot of the services they offer and received a lot of the benefits, and so has my pet.
Sorry to interrupt your train of thoughts there. I'll be in the background waiting for you.
No. Do you want to do this practice with us?
I'm happy to call me in when you're ready. I know you were
Okay.
going a certain
Okay.
direction.
So everybody wave, give Paul lots of love, and we'll see you in a moment. Thanks for hopping in. So good to say hi to everybody. Okay. So we're going to connect and we're going to honor our pets and welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining. I just want to share that we're all going to hold each other in love and light and celebration of our beloved ones' lives right now. So I want you to go ahead and connect. And, sometimes it can even be like a dog you had as a child. So I actually was thinking about it. And I've had, there's my dog. Speaking up, I don't know if you could hear him. He started barking. I had a dog named Sir Macduff McIntosh when I was little. He was a Scottish Terrier. I had a bird named Gilbert, a bird named Andre, a cat named Sobe, a cat named Mia, a dog named Radar, and a dog named Ping. So those are all the animals that I've had in my life, and only 2 of them are still living. But that's a lot, and I'm so grateful for each of them and what they've all brought me. So I'm going to celebrate them together as we do this. We're going to connect to our heart. Take a moment. Ping, come here. I'll try to get Ping to join. He often doesn't want to be sitting on my lap, but let's see if we can get him to join. Come here, come help honor all the pets. Oh, good job. Okay, here he is. Yes. We need your help too. You're filled with love. So this is Mr. Ping. This is my little Chihuahua friend, my beloved one. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to sing and connect to our beloved ones. And we're going to do this on the level of heart and soul, like we talked about. And we're going to say hello, which is the soul power that I learned from a beautiful teacher and healer, a humanitarian actually, named Master Sha. And this is one of the tools that he's taught me that I love and apply to my life in lots of different ways. So I'm going to invite you, as you're comfortable, to do it along. Oh, everybody says hi to Ping. We need to figure out a way that you can be comfortable. And sit with us during the show. Should we do that? Okay, we'll work on it. Okay, so I'm going to put one hand on my heart, and I would invite all of you to do the same. And also put one hand on your lower abdomen if you want. And this helps us to ground and connect. And we're going to say hello. So close your eyes and connect to whatever you connect to as source love and light. And just connect, whether it's nature, divine, whatever it is, the stars, the moon. When you bring your connection, it brings powerful connection to each of us, whatever your connection is. So just take a deep breath and visualize the light gathering, nourishing you. Maybe it's a beautiful sunlight or the beautiful moonlight. And now I want you to connect to your beloved pets. All of those who have crossed the rainbow bridge. And just connect to this love that you have for them. It's so beautiful. And the love that they have for you. we'll say hello. So, dear, you can repeat after me if you want. Dear, the soul, heart, mind, and body. Soul, heart, mind, and body of, and you can name them. And you can do it silently, it's okay. I love you, honor you, and appreciate you. I invite you to please join us for this session. Please follow along for this practice to bring the love and the light to your heart and soul. Please receive my love and my gratitude. And I want you to take a moment to just say whatever it is you want to say to them from your heart. And I'm going to sing this song of love, peace, and harmony. And it's going to create this beautiful field that's going to hold us and connect us all together, heart to heart, and be filled with love, forgiveness, compassion, and light. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. And we can say, how, thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. So how means perfect, get well. And so this is a way actually that you can continue to connect to your beloved pets, even if they're transitioned. On the level of heart and soul, they will always receive your love and your gratitude and your message for them because you're connected. You're connected on the level of heart and soul. I just know this is true with everyone and their pets because I've worked with so many people over the years. And even if it's a challenging relationship or they're learning a lot of lessons, it's still always a very deep connection on the level of heart and soul. So thank you everyone for joining. Connect with your heart, see how you're feeling. This is just one tool you can use to help you to bring that love and light to your heart, especially if you're feeling the emotions of grief and sadness or missing your beloved one. It's a way to reconnect really beautifully on the soul level. So I want to read what Maggie wrote because she did share. So she said, we had to say goodbye to all 3 of our older special need pups. With Catherine's help, we were able to give them big and little things that they needed and wanted. It helped the process so beautifully. I felt I could give them so much. Whoops. During that time, before I played the Love, Peace, Harmony for all 3 of them. And the vet said they never saw such love and peace and harmony present. Wow. Beautiful. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. It's so true. Play this for your pets and see how they respond. You may have already witnessed them responding while you were sitting there with them. Let us know. Yes. Okay, great. All right. So that's one way, right? You can sing Love, Peace, and Harmony. You connect. I want to do some demos here in a little bit, and I want to keep the show rolling. Another way that you could really help your heart is to do a forgiveness practice. So what's interesting is I have found out, and even this morning when I worked with someone, I learned, often because we have this special connection and love, but a unique way of communicating. So our relationships with our pets are different than any other relationship. And they're consistent relationships. So we have them in our lives. They're partnerships, but it's going to be different than a human partner where you can have these conversations and work out things and have some validation. And you don't always get that for your human mind and heart with your animal companions. So I realized that people actually can feel really bad and guilty for not knowing what they needed or wondering if they could have done something more, or, just not really having that communication can actually create messages of guilt and, just negative feelings about yourself uh, in your connection with your pet. Thinking you should have done something you didn't do or something like this. So there is a beautiful way to actually uplift this out of our being so that we can connect to the love that we have for our pets even more deeply. So what happens is you have a field of information, vibration, you have a soul, a spirit, and so does your pet. But then your relationship also does. And you create this soul, this message and information, and this field of frequency and vibration together in your experiences and everything. And this can be from past life, if that's a belief that you resonate with, or it can just be from your experience with them in this lifetime. And so what happens is we have information that's going to be in this relationship. And when we're feeling guilt or something negative, it can block us from receiving the nourishment from that relationship. And it can create that message in the soul of our relationship, which, is not exactly what we want. We want our relationships to be filled with beautiful messages. And sometimes this happens because it's part of a relationship. But whatever we can do to keep that soul happy with positive information, the more that the love can actually flow through. And when we don't have the guilt and everything kind of layered on top, we'll be able to access that love so much easier. And this is actually what helps to heal us, is their love and the love that we share with them. So let's do a little practice to help us to do this. I'm going to guide you in a forgiveness practice. And the forgiveness practice is not to go into the guilt. It's actually to make a choice to really let go of those negativities. We're all here to learn together, and none of us are going to be perfect. Have you ever been like upset with someone and they had no idea why? or or someone was upset with you and you're like, I have no idea what I did. We can create this for each other really easily. So this is a good practice to help us to actually be clearing our field of this negative information, because really none of us want each other to hold on to those feelings. And we all really want to forgive each other for the mistakes. This is how we uplift and this is how we grow. So really, by doing the forgiveness practice is to really allow those ties, those negative messages to be able to be released, and to receive the peace and the joy of the connection. Okay, so enough talking, let's do it. So close your eyes, and I'm going to put one hand on my heart and one hand on my lower abdomen, and you can repeat after me. Dear the soul, heart, mind, and body of, and name your pets. You can just choose one if you want to. I love you, honor you, and appreciate you. I deeply apologize for any negative information or messages that I created for you or your ancestors in any way, in any lifetime. Please forgive me for not always knowing what you needed. Please forgive me for not trusting myself and my connection with you. And I apologize for any time my negative emotions or actions or thoughts affected you in any way that was not positive. Please forgive me. Thank you. And with that, please forgive me. I want you to inhale and then exhale and watch your heart open and release so that you can receive the light and the love and the forgiveness. Because it's there, I can see it. And now we're gonna forgive them. And I forgive you. You know, sometimes they do things that make us upset or, whatever it is, just I forgive you. I forgive you for any negativity you created for me and my ancestors in any lifetime. I love you and I forgive you. And I forgive myself. I forgive myself for any mistakes that I might have made, especially related to my beloved pet. I forgive myself unconditionally. I forgive you. You forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you. You forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I love myself and I forgive myself unconditionally. And I'm going to offer everyone a blessing who wants to receive. If you don't want to receive, just say, not at this time. I'm just going to help us to open our hearts and really receive this love and forgiveness. So if you want to receive, go ahead and say your name 3 times. Blessing. Start. So just close your eyes and receive. Hey, I'm going to sing you a little heart song. Hey ayo, hey ayo, hey ayo, hey ayo, hey ayo, yo ya, hey ya. Hey, ayo. Bring love, bring peace, bring harmony. Moya, moya. Hey, ayo. Blessing continues silently. Very good. Everyone's opening their hearts. Good job. I know it's hard sometimes, but you can do it. It's so easy. Just let it open. How means perfect. Get well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. So this is a very intro to the Tao healing. These are 2 things you can do on your own to help yourself and support yourself through this process, wherever you're at in the grieving process. And like I said, it can happen even if you lost an animal 10 years ago. You can still be carrying those messages in your heart, and it's really going to serve your beloved pet and you and your family and everyone and everything much more if you can help yourself to release those negativities and to really connect more to the love. So that's one aspect of Tao healing. And as an advanced Tao Hands practitioner, I love offering blessings, which is so powerful and beautiful. I'm just facilitating it. I've been certified for 9 years now, and it is one of my greatest joys. And I have noticed the Tao Healing Hands blessings helping a lot of people through this process. So I want to bring Paul back on, actually. And he's a master teacher and master healer with the Tao Academy. And hi, welcome. I want to bring him back on because, he has other Tao healing abilities that I have really benefited from. Many of the people I work with have benefited from, many of the pets have benefited from. And I want to have him share a little bit more about that and how what he has access to within the Tao healing and what he knows and has learned along the way could help you in this process and also serve your beloved pet.
Thank you, Catherine.
Go.
Let me get my script out here. Some people have heard of Tao healing and what we do, but in essence, Catherine and I have known each other, 9 years, as she said. We met over in Hawaii, and I think one of the greatest things to witness was Catherine's personal growth, utilizing this Tao healing wisdom and information. And she's always been a strong person, but you're probably a strong person watching this, and yet you have sides of you that maybe not are as strong as you would like them to be. And so the Tao healing has helped her to step into all that power that was already there. And what I also got to witness was how she applied this with the animals. And I was always sitting in the back going, wow, how does she do that? How does she talk to them and get the answers? And it's just amazingly accurate. And so we chatted with her, Rylin and I, who are center leaders at Tao Center Portland, one of 12 healing centers worldwide. And the majority of our clientele are, humans, right? And the rest of us that are going through the stress, there's no stress in today's environment, right? It's all wonderful, love, peace, and harmony everywhere, right? Yeah, no, there is so many people stressing out. So we stay quite busy just working with.
And guess who else feels that stress? Sorry to interrupt you.
The animals.
Guess who is really taking the brunt of that? I mean, I think the animals have been working overtime the last 18 months.
Yeah. They're really sponges for the human race.
Yeah.
They take on so much of our stuff, and they just keep giving unconditionally. So, what we do is we provide a field of love and frequency and vibration. The best part about it is it has a 20-year history of efficacy, and you don't get to grow 12 centers worldwide in 7 countries and 3 continents accidentally. What we do really does work, and one of the great parts about it is it works remotely as well as it does in person. So what Catherine was alluding to was how the Tao calligraphy healing field, which is in essence a field where we meditate and interact within, can impact not only your pet, but the pet's owner. And so that's all because of Tao healing and the nature of it, which in essence transforms the negative information, as she shared with you earlier on, the loss of a pet, right? How for almost everyone I've talked to, it's like losing a child. And now that I have a child,
always there. They're always there.
Now that I have a child, I look at things very differently. When you hear about somebody losing their child, it's a very different comprehension. So the compassion grows immensely. And I think when somebody loses a pet, it's a loved one, it's a child, and there's a hole in their heart, and that can actually be healed, because it's in essence it's like a rip in the fabric of their life, and that fabric is their vibrational field, and that can be healed. It can be healed through the positive information, frequency, and vibration that the source has. And the source has captured and harnessed that and brought it through what's called the divine vehicle and channel into the source art, into this vibrational field. The art, like the one behind me, simply acts as a medium through which that source frequency and vibration comes and heals the wounds, the pain, and the suffering. It's one of those things where if you want to know if a pear is sweet, you have to taste it. If you want to know if it truly works, you have to experience it. Yeah.
Well, and I'm sitting here with a big smile on my face, not because what we're talking about is that I'm laughing at it. It's just, I get excited because I know it really almost makes me emotional. I know whoever's watching this, that this can help them. And the one thing I wanted to point out, because I have learned that, grieving the loss of an animal, your beloved family member, it's right, Paul, you're right. It is. It's one who doesn't, well, sometimes they talk back, but who listens, who's just there, whose just job is to be there for you and to teach you and to love you and all these things. It's so amazing. And it's not that we're going to bring your pet back, but in a way, it is like bringing that connection to you in a different way that feels so beautiful and so powerful. It's like they're with you. When I go to the healing retreats and stuff we do, and there's a lot of people who have open spiritual channels and can see things, but people always say, I see Ping with you, which is my dog's name. I see Ping. He's always around you. And I'm like, he is. Sometimes I look down like he's going to be there and he's not. But he is, because that's our connection and people can feel that. And what happens is that doesn't have to go away, and that can continue to grow and continue to be nourished. And through the Tao calligraphy field, why I get so excited is because I know that this can help so many people, because it has healed me in so many aspects of my life and also my pet. And I've seen it happen for so many pets over and over and over again. And also for people who I work with who have either lost a pet, or even like today, I worked with someone whose pet is missing. Well, you're still going to go through that, right? I mean, they're not with you and you don't know where they are. And it's a little kitten. It's just like a little over a year old. And he's been gone a month. So there's that guilt, there's that grieving, there's all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
We did a session today. We just did a 30-minute session. And we did some communication, and I offered her some blessings, and I did a reading. And what came forward about their lifetimes together and actually brought forward what the opportunity of healing was actually coming up
Mm-hmm.
through this process of the loss. And what she said to me afterwards, and I wrote it down here actually, because I was like, I have to remember this. I said, how do you feel after, we were finishing? I could tell she was actually, her physical, everything was changing. And she said, I feel like lifetimes of weight has been taken off of my heart.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing how it's physically representable when we work at the level of soul.
Yeah, it is. It is amazing. So I wanted to do a reading and see. So if anyone on here would like to receive a reading from an animal who's crossed over, if you're experiencing any grief, I'd like to offer a message. And then I would like to serve someone who's experiencing this grief and sadness, because I would like people to be able to experience that. And I just see Maggie, Maggie's so sweet. She has these animals. She loves all the animals. She does so much. And she's so sweet. I went live 3 times a week for like over a year, and she was always showing up and receiving messages, wanting to know how to help her beloved ones, and making donations and doing all kinds of things. So I really, really appreciate her. And I would love for her to receive a blessing. If we could do that for her, we can check in and see what she needs the most. Because she's in the last, I think it's only like the last 6 months, she's lost 3 of her doggies, because they were all elderly at the same time. Oh, we can't hear you.
I read that earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very hard, I'm sure. And
Yeah.
yet, she took care of special care animals.
Yeah.
Special
Yeah.
needs pups.
She did. They were, and they were so cute. I remember, I know Maggie wouldn't mind me sharing this because she shared it on her wall, but one of her, I think it was Doogie, they're like, do you want anything before you cross over? And he was just saying he wanted to eat a fish sandwich. So she gave him a fish sandwich, and she said he was so happy. And even just knowing that she could make him happy in that time as he was crossing over, because that's the trick. You don't want them to suffer. You want to keep them happy. And so the fish sandwich made him so happy.
That's funny that you could, that's a talented animal communicator. I hear that he wants a fish sandwich. I don't know what to tell you. That's just, that's the message.
Yeah. I just say it because I've learned if I don't, it's not really I'm not doing my job. So,
Right.
I guess he just loved it. He just ate it up. So it's important sometimes for us to know. I know I've told the story where the woman said to me, does my dog need anything before he transitioned? And the dog told me that he wanted to try lemonade. Do you remember me sharing this?
Yeah, I do.
And really, she was just gasped. She's like, I drink lemonade every single day. And so really all it was, he actually didn't drink the lemonade, but it was just that making that connection. He knows how much she loves it because he can feel her heart and her frequency and vibration when she's enjoying her lemonade every day. And so he wanted to be a part of that. He's like, I want what makes you so happy.
Yeah.
And so they had that special moment together. And even just that, is priceless, and it can leave a different taste in your mouth when they're transitioning. So I know it's very important. So Maggie says that Doogie was usually a vegetarian, but he loved the fish 2 weeks straight. And he was such a picky eater, but he loved the fish sandwiches.
Hilarious.
All right. So I'm going to actually I'm watching the time here. I'm going to do a message from Randy Lou because she asked for one. Randy Lou had a dog named Sember, and he transitioned, and we've done some work with him. So Paul, we're going to see you in a second. We'll call you back in to do some of the Tao healing for Maggie, but I'm going to do a message from Sember for Randy Lou, so you can all experience this, because I think it's really powerful to experience. And I would like to have a workshop for people who are going through this experience, to get a chance to hear from their beloved one if they want to, and receive blessings, and possibly also be in the calligraphy healing field and receive those blessings. So we'll work on, I just received that. We need to get that together so that we can serve all the people. So stay tuned. We'll have many more offerings, and there will be chance for you to be supported. When a human transitions, there's a whole nother level of support that can be offered. It's different when an animal transitions. Our society isn't really set up to honor that in a certain way, and we don't always find the support that could be helpful for us. So I want to offer that to everybody. You can always reach out to me, and we're working on it. We are creating programs for that. So all right, so Randy Lou, we're going to hear a message from Sember. So close your eyes, and everybody, the message will bring love and light, and it will be a message for everyone, even though it's just for Sember, or just for Randy Lou. So I'm going to connect, and Sember is probably going to use my voice to share the message. Also, he might show me images or tell me things directly. So Randy Lou, close your eyes, connect to Sember. Dearest one, this is Sember. I'm so proud of you and all of the progress that you have made. I know that it has not been very long since we have been physically together, but much has changed. You often wonder if I know what is happening with you. I want to share with you that I do. I am with you. I am in your heart. I am learning from you, even still. So I'm hearing that when you're sleeping, sometimes he whispers things in your ear. And when you hear a ding or a chime that seems to come out of nowhere, that's also a message from him. And then he's showing me like a brown book on a shelf, and he threw it on the ground and opened it, and there was like a picture maybe of him or both of you in it. So it might be something you've been looking for, and it's in a book. And I'm being shown page 43, but I don't know. Give it a try. And he's also showing me some kind of pink stuffed animal. And I know Randy Lou connects to Heaven's Animals, which are the animal guides. He has a beautiful elephant with him, teaching him, blessing him, guiding him. And he's really observing and learning so much on the soul level from your journey. So all the progress that you're making, I'm actually hearing that he's benefiting from it. How? So let us know, Randy Lou, how that message was for you. And so that's how it goes. That's how they can deliver their messages. That was actually very specific. So you will have to let us know, Randy Lou, if you find, and I do work with Randy Lou quite often, and we communicate, but she's never mentioned any of that to me before. So hi, Mira, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Brianna. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so now I would like to give love to Maggie as well, and all of you who have said goodbye to a pet before. Maggie is, as she shared, lost 3 pets this. I want to say it's this calendar year, but I'm sorry, Maggie, I can't quite remember. But it's been probably within the year, I think, because that was when we first connected. Um, would like to give her, I would like her to receive a blessing. And oh, 4-leaf clovers I find in our walks and press in books. Oh, okay. There you go. That's what it is. So I'll read that for everyone. So she says, no pictures in the books, but would keep an eye any and all 4-leaf clovers I find on our walks pressed in books. Okay, that's what it is, the 4-leaf clover. Beautiful. I love it. That's amazing. Within 7 months. Okay, so Maggie lost all 3 of her pets within 7 months. So I'd like to call Paul back on and see and check in with him. And see, so we've done a lot of things today in this short amount of time. We're really going for it, but it also seems like it's been moving, steady and slow as well. So I think that I would love for us to serve Maggie.
I agree.
She's going through a lot of shifts in her life, like a lot of us are, and it's really hard to do that when you're in that grieving process. And she did such a beautiful job of really making sure they had what they needed before they transitioned. And she was really busy taking care of the 3 special needs elderly dogs
3
who
of
were
them
transitioning for the last 7 months. So I would really like to give her something. So maybe I'll check in with you and see if you've received anything also about it.
Yeah, what
feel like
I think what would best serve Maggie is what would best serve almost any of our beloved pet owners, because grief and sadness does tear the fabric of our heart, and that is a memory, what might be referred to as a negative memory, that can be transformed to a positive one, where that's the only thoughts that are perceived and remembered. And our teacher, Dr. Master Jigang Shah, has, as been stated earlier, created many different ways to bring transformation and healing to individuals. Catherine uses what's called Tao hands. And, all those watching can become a Tao hands healer. I'm actually doing a demonstration tonight. So, if you're interested, say I'm interested, and we'll get you a link and drop into the chat.
Yeah,
But,
do that for sure.
Yeah, you can at least
we're checking out. You get blessings.
We're going to offer. We're working for demonstration people, and you can learn how to become a Tao hands healer.
Yeah.
And other ways I mentioned earlier, like the Tao calligraphy healing field. But in terms of what Maggie is going through right now, I would recommend what's called the Tao light ball, which is a condensed frequency and vibration that carries the ability to transform the negative information very quickly. And these light balls are almost made to order. I've talked to many people that have had very specific health conditions. A doctor has a name, it's 24 syllables in the name. And you can actually transmit a light ball just for bringing healing for that condition. In this case, I would recommend a light ball for Maggie for healing grief and sadness. And I believe that once she receives that and practices with it, she will have the great ability and opportunity to clear the blockages almost instantly. We see a clearing of anywhere between 20 and 50% of the suffering because of the power transmitted within that light ball. And then there's a practice that we would recommend that helps you to clear the remainder. Have a question?
Yeah, and you know what? Well, I just wanted to add, It's manifesting physically for her too, because she's saying she's felt really sick since Daisy, her last dog, passed, and she's getting better. Good job. But that's the thing, is in the 5 elements of Chinese medicine, this emotion of grief and sadness is connected to the metal element. It's associated with your lungs, your nose, mucus, all of these things, your large intestine.
It could impact your immunity, because the lungs and the ability to breathe, take in enough oxygen, weakens our system. Yeah.
Yeah, and any stress or grief and sadness can affect your immune system as well. So I like that this treasure. Can we offer her this treasure
I can.
today?
Yeah, I'm happy to give it as a gift. And what you'll need to do, Maggie, is be a spokesperson for this and say, hey, you need to go see what Catherine can do. This is amazing. So we'll do a transmission, and Catherine can use her third eye and share with you what she sees. And I saw that one of the people, Kate, was talking about, guilt. And this is a good example of how a light bulb can help. Because some of these negative information, they don't serve us. They don't help us to stay in the right positive space. So I'm going to transmit now a light ball to Maggie. And Maggie, so what I want you to do is I want you to sit up straight.
Oh, yay. Congratulations, Maggie. Sorry.
What did I miss?
I'm just excited for her.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
A little delayed.
Well, because I'm starting to see and feel what's going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maggie, sit up straight. Bring your back away from the back of the chair. Close your eyes. Bring your mind into your heart center. I want you to think happy thoughts about your 3 animal friends. I'm going to deliver this light ball, so prepare to receive. Tao, Tao, golden light ball, golden liquid spring of Tao healing, grief and sadness, to Maggie, as appropriate. Prepare. Do you see anything while it's preparing?
I do. I see the source, love and light, being gathered, and some of it looks like it's even being gathered in like fiery. It's really beautiful. It's like this very specific formula of light and love. And I see some of the saints putting herbs in it and different like transmissions of light, certain light from certain stars. It's this nourishment that's so powerful. I can actually feel it I have chills all over my body. I can feel the vibration and the frequency.
I want to transmit it now. Transmission.
It was like a big burst of light, like a big splash. If you dropped something into a big pool of water, into the ocean. I'm getting the message that this is I could see it bringing this light into her whole being, specifically also into her lungs and her emotional body. And it's kind of like flushing out. It's actually moving the energy as the message is transformed and the light comes in. The energy that was blocked in the flow is actually starting to free up and move, and I just see this light starting to circulate actually through her whole body. I'm feeling this message of courage, of love, of hope. And as she steps more into this and practices more and more with this treasure, Maggie, clarity will happen for you. You will be clear again about the next steps and what you need to do and what you are doing and how special everything is to you. And this will become more, I see like a crystal light fluttering in her heart.
Mm.
And I'm also getting the message it'll help her circulation.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It's about bringing balance to the middle element. What I saw come with it was I saw her animal companions' souls come in with the light ball, and they were all just giving her all kinds of love and licking on her, and they were just like almost like healing the wounds. It was very beautiful.
Oh,
Congratulations, Maggie.
Congratulations, Maggie. Let us know if you experienced anything or if you had any noticings. I'm so glad that you got to receive this treasure. You can join me on Wednesdays and we'll practice with this treasure, connect with me. I want to stay connected with you so we can see what starts to occur, what starts to happen, and be a resource for you to continue to heal and transform. And all of your, what I'm getting is it's like each of the animal companions like sprinkled some of their courage. To transition takes courage. Animals who go through that process is, you have to have the courage and the trust in that process. And I know that through all their special needs, Maggie would probably say they were all very courageous to be in their existence and in their life. So Kate says, wow, this was so powerful. So Maggie says, my circulation, I'm always cold. I saw and felt all of them licking me. Thank you for this treasure. Beautiful. So Maggie got to have that direct experience. And then what Kate was saying, I just wanted to share, just from being here today, she realized that she's still carrying a lot of the guilt regarding her previous dog. This is a great awareness to have because now you didn't even know you were carrying that message, and now you can do your best to transform it, and it will help Roger also. So he was so gentle and loving, and I felt like he didn't receive enough love and attention for his beautiful heart, and he passed quite young of heart failure. Well, Kate's also a practitioner, so Kate, you know how you can guide him in practices and chant for him and help him along the way. So what a beautiful awareness for you to have. So thank you so much. I just want to say for everyone who's watching and everyone who continues to watch, we do want to continue to grow the show. I know we're just in the beginning stages. We're doing it very casually. Like Paul just comes on and offers a treasure, but it's a big deal. The treasures are a big deal. They're such a powerful tool to help you to heal and transform your life. And the fact that our animal companions, if you're listening to this means your animal companion has the chance, which otherwise they would not have, to receive one of these treasures, to transform this information. If your pet is living, can you offer this to transition to pets? Never asked that before. No,
cannot.
So for those of you who have animals who could be, aging, or even if they're young and they're fine, these treasures are available to them too, and they're at a discounted honor fee, which is amazing. So it can help their journey in so many ways. And so if anyone would like to receive either of our services, Paul offers the light ball treasures. I often can connect with him and we work together. If you want to connect with me, and receive a reading, receive blessings, receive guidance, receive a message from your pet, you can connect with me at, there we go. Sorry, I confused you. The soullightpetservices.org is the way to reach me. I also have my email in the little intro of this. And then you can also reach the Dow Center in Portland. You can reach Paul through their website. I see that Karam has put in the intro night for tonight for the healing demonstration. Joy, you know, it's really amazing. My journey of being a Dow Hands practitioner is like my favorite thing about my life. The last almost decade, right? So much has transformed for me, and Paul's always there to remind me of that. It's kind of actually cool that you've been along for the whole ride.
I know, I get to witness. It's like watching a rose go from birth to full blossom.
Oh, and I've had so much support. And you know what? I was thinking of it when you were talking about it earlier. I was like, well, the Tao, becoming a practitioner and also receiving the blessings and these treasures is what was revealed and cleared the blockages so I could even be doing what I'm doing right now. And I'm so much healthier and happier in my relationships, and like all aspects of my life are continuing to heal and flourish. And it just really started with me becoming a practitioner. And for those of you who are like, oh, I don't know, it's actually way easier to become a practitioner than you might think. And there are some steps and different things, and also, the training and everything, but it's so joyful. It's so wonderful. If you're looking for a way that you can serve your pet, consider becoming a healer if that moves your heart. And just come tonight and check it out and see, because you'll receive blessings. And, whether it's something that you feel like you want to jump out and do or put in your pocket and maybe save for later, or just witness it and be a part of it. All is perfect, but I would invite you to join. Yeah.
Right. 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific time, 7 to 9 Pacific time. And the link's in the chat, so you can scroll up to that.
Randy Lou sharing my information. Thank you, Randy Lou. All right, everyone. Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful. Thank you to everyone. Thank you for continuing to share this with everybody so we can reach more and more pets. And we will see you. Have a great weekend. We'll see you tonight. And then we'll see you next Wednesday for another episode of the Pet Healing Show. Until then, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.